Hello everyone, it is time for another draft video. I post one every Monday and Thursday, and we're still doing Dominaria, and I'm glad we are because it is a great format. See what we get here. It's slow, it's grindy, those are things that I love. Okay. Well, Naban is cool, but building around him isn't as easy as it seems. Like, he's the kind of card that you're like, oh look, I have a few wizards that it works with, I'll pick him up. Not the kind you pick up and then hope you get enough wizards. Granted, he is sweet with Get Through Chronicler. I have had him work once for me with, funnily enough, not a red wizard, but the Skin Witch, making my opponent discard 4 with it was sweet. I think the best card in this pack is just Knight of Malice, though. I like Get Through Chronicler, I like Invoke the Divine. There's a lot of playable cards in this pack, but I think Knight of Malice is the best, probably followed by Sergeant at Arms, and then maybe the Chronicler. So yeah, we'll take Knight of Malice. No removal in that pack, so ooh. Hello there, Muldrotha. I haven't gotten a chance to play with her. She is mythic after all, but I think I'm about to jump on that chance. She's really, really strong. Sheevan Fire might be the more responsible choice. And probably is. But we're going to take Muldrotha and see if we can make her work. You know, fixing is something we're going to be after. She's incredibly strong. She does die pretty easily, but... Well, we could get the other knight. But there's an Eviscerate here. We're already in black, too, so... The two knights are good, but I think I would have taken Eviscerate over Knight of Malice, too. Probably Sheevan Fire, too. Wow, double Naban. That could be fun. Okay, so here we have some really good fixing, which is important for us to play Muldrotha. There's also an Academy Drake, which is pretty good. I think we just take the fixing. I think Skizzik, Academy Drake, and Skittering Surveyor are all like reasonable picks here. If this were like a pack one, pick one, I might even take the Surveyor. Though I think these cards are close, but we're definitely taking the Surveyor. Not only does it help us fix for a 3-color card like Muldrotha, it's also an artifact, which Muldrotha cares about creature types, so card types rather. Probably Mammoth Spider. I like Dark Bargain okay. We could, you know, keep pushing black, but I like the Spider more. It's just a big roadblock for people. Okay, Soul Salvage is nice if we're already sort of a graveyard intensive deck, but Juggernaut's just like, he's just solid, you know. Aven Sentry's fine. Yeah, I'll take the Juggernaut here. It's kind of funny when this happens. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, never mind. It's not as cool as I thought. we don't have one of each. So this will be a lot of fun if we can make it work. I have had someone play her against me, and they were tapped out. And so they didn't get value right away, and then I killed it. But if I hadn't killed it, I would have lost. It's the only time I've seen it in this format so far. So, obviously, she's ridiculous. And we're, you know... She does only work with permanents, so we can't, like, get Eviscerates back. But artifacts, creatures, enchantments, lands, obviously, are things we can get back. Lawnmower Scout sort of helps you ramp, but not in any real way. So... I'm thinking about Urza's Tome or Short Sword here. Like, the problem with this card, I mean, I say this all the time. If you watch all my draft videos, I apologize. The problem with this card is you can't guarantee you're going to have the extra lands for it. Maybe it puts in one extra land the whole game, but more often than not, it's not going to do any, especially if you draw it late. Early, maybe it'll get one extra land in, but that's not much. It does cut green from this pack, I guess. But I think I'll take Urza's Tome. It works with our graveyard strategy that we're pretending we have, or hoping we have, anyway. It's also an artifact, and, you know, if this ends up not being a possibility, these 3 artifacts are all perfectly fine cards. Like, if we can't, if these colors aren't open enough. Grow from the Ashes is what we were really hoping to see, although, you know, no offense, Skittering Surveyor. You are helpful too. Okay, so Deep Freeze is probably the best card here. We do have 3 artifacts. So we could think about the Antiquities War. It's also an enchantment we could get back with Muldrotha. But so is Deep Freeze, although it's less likely to go to the graveyard. I think taking Deep Freeze is the responsible thing here. we don't want 2 build-arounds. Like Antiquities War, I mean, Muldrotha is less of a build-around, but I don't want to be worrying about getting artifacts. You know, it's not worth it. Granted, you only need like 5 or 6 for it to be decent, but Deep Freeze doesn't need me to ever pick up another artifact, and it's decent, so. Green does not seem very open, and that's not good news, because green is where you have Song of Freyalise. It's where you have Grove from the Ashes. That's about it, I guess, but those are important. Now, if we get enough Skittering Surveyors, we could be a black-blue deck running Muldrotha, but we'd need like, well, we could probably get by with 2 Surveyors. Blue does seem more open than green right now, is all I'm saying. I mean, Deep Freeze isn't great, but getting one that late is something I'm happy to do. Okay, so Adventurous Impulse is nice because it sort of can help us find our lands, and it can help us find Muldrotha. Opt is good too, but I think I like the Impulse a little more, especially for what we're trying to do. It lets us see more cards by 1. Yeah, so we'll take the Impulse. Also cuts green, so if anybody's trying green other than me to my left, hopefully they'll get out of it now. Okay, so there's a good sideboard card in green and a good trick, but there's also another Deep Freeze, and I think that outdoes either a good sideboard card or a trick. So I think I take another Deep Freeze. Gaia's Protector is not very good, but I think it's what we take. Better than the Evangel. Maybe. I don't know. Definitely don't want Zhalfir and Void in a deck where we're trying to play 3 colors. You don't want lands that produce colorless. Cut black here. I mean, black also, I guess, doesn't seem incredibly open. So we need to be open to a lot of different things here. Like, well, don't mind that opt. Like, you know, maybe not playing Muldrotha at all. Or not playing green, or not playing black, or, you know. We probably would splash Eviscerate if it came to not playing black. And not playing black would also mean not playing Muldrotha. I wouldn't want to splash her with 1 Surveyor, though. That's too risky. Okay. There's a Grove from the Ashes. Do I first pick a Grove from the Ashes? That is aggressive, but it's also good. I like Fungal Plots, Baird, Four Bears Blade. These are all good cards. There's another Deep Freeze. Call of Cavalry's good, but I think we take Grove from the Ashes and try to go crazy here with Muldrotha. This does sort of make it so, I mean, maybe we'll be a green blue deck, splashing black. But now we have enough fixing to be any 2 of Muldrotha's colors and play the other. So that's what you have to think of, like, with this pick, you know. And we'll take multiple Grove from the Ashes, and I wouldn't mind being a 4-color deck or something crazy. Okay, here we probably take Untamed Kavu. I do like Fungal Plots. But it is sort of a non-bow with our graveyard. Like, we want stuff to stay in our graveyard. And granted, if we can turn our graveyard into saplings, that's good. But I would take it in a lot of packs here. I mean, I could take Windgrace Acolyte. It synergizes better with Muldrotha, but it's just not as good of a card as the Kavu. So I'm going to take the Kavu, which is kind of a 5-drop. But we'll put it there. Okay, the Lawn War Elves is nice. So is Spore Swarm, but I think I like the Elves even more. We're really getting locked into green now, which is good. Black does seem to be the color that's going to be the splash color right now. Which, you know, black has more ways of getting cards into the graveyard. We're going to be reliant on cards just naturally ending up there right now. We could still end up being green-black. I mean, it's not like our blue cards are world beaters. It just seems like blue's more open. I mean, we haven't taken a black card in a very long time. A good one. We took Drudge Sentinel recently. These Memorials are extra good with Muldrotha, but we have the red one because she can get them back and use her abilities over and over again. Okay, oh god, Gilded Lotus. Can I say no to a Gilded Lotus? I mean, Blood Tallow Candle is really good with Muldrotha. Stronghold Confessor's fine. Joyrus Familiar's fine. But we're taking Gilded Lotus. I mean, come on. Fixing galore. And now we can basically be a 3-color deck, I think, and not be too worried about it. Although we don't have great reasons to be in some of these in blue. So, like, Seal Away is the best card here. But I don't think we want to become a 4-color deck. Call me crazy. But I don't think that's what we want to do. I think maybe I'd take the Skin Witch. Fungal Infection's good too. I might like Fungal Infection even more than the Skin Witch, actually. She is better with Muldrotha, but... yeah, let's take the Skin Witch. So right now, like, I don't hate the idea of just cutting blue either. So we're sort of yo-yoing. We don't want to play this, hopefully. It is something we'll play if we have to, but... okay, so Baloth Gorger's our pick here. The Paladin's okay. We do have 5 cards that trigger it, but Baloth Gorger's just like a million times better as a 4-drop or a 7-drop. Or 8-drop, I guess, is what it is. More permanence is good news for Muldrotha, too. So, yeah, I wouldn't hate another Surveyor or another Grove from the Ashes. Either would make me reasonably happy. Guardians of Koilos, what can you do for me? You can help me trigger a Skittering Surveyor again. That's about it. Still might be what I take. These black cards. Divest is an okay sideboard card. Llanowar Scout's fine, too. They're probably comparable to Guardians of Koilos. This has a higher ceiling because we may pick up like you know, some sort of card that actually matters if we bounce it, other than our one Skittering Surveyor, which is not exciting. Demonic Vigor is not bad, but I think I'll take the Guardians of Koilos here. I don't think we want Navigator's Compass or Sparring Construct. We may want Syncopate. It's not a bad splash. Keldon Raider's fine, but we're not red. I mean, it's probably better for our mana to not take Syncopate and just take the Llanowar Scout. We played Navigator's Compass in our last deck, but we were like a crazy 4-color deck, and we're not going that route here. So Weighted Memory is really tempting, but it doesn't outweigh our... the 3 black cards we have are all quite good, especially Eviscerate and the Knight. Adventurous Impulse is fine. We already have one, though. We already have a Mammoth Spider, but I think I'm happy to take a second one here. Yeah. Okay, Crows and Druid. So, Dark Bargain does do stuff with our graveyard, too, but I think we still take a Druid. We are giving up potential synergy, I guess, like with Muldrotha, but she's good even if you're not trying, so... I mean, I guess we have Gilded Lotus. Maybe we should have gone for 4 colors, huh? I guess I'll take an Amaranthine Wall, though. Don't think it'll make the cut. Ooh, you will, though, my friend. And you might, if I have enough creatures. And right now, I'd say we're going to have enough. So, yeah, there's no blue cards that we've taken that I really feel like splashing. I mean, we are low on removal. I might get desperate enough for Deep Freeze, but I'm not there yet. Okay, so Mishra's Self-Replicator is cool. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 historic cards so far. So we're getting close. And it just starts making copies of itself. Ancient Animus is far from a premium removal spell. Spore Swarm is good. The black cards here aren't good. I'm leaning towards the Replicator. At this point, I would probably cut the Guardians of Koilos for it, so we'd still just be at 7 historic things. The Replicator seems really sweet. I like Spore Swarm, but I haven't gotten a chance to play with the Replicator, and I think this is a good deck for it. Ooh, Song of Freyalise, but also Daragaz Reignited, or Reincarnated. Daragaz the Igniter is what he's originally called. This is a hard pack. Song of Freyalise gives us more fixing, which is great. Sapperling Migration's good. Daragaz is good. But I don't know that we have enough fixing to make Muldrotha and Daragaz work right now. I mean, we probably do, but we'd barely get by, basically. And Song of Freyalise, I think, is probably just the better card to take here. We do have a lot of creatures, and it's something we can get back with Muldrotha after it finishes doing what it does, so we'll take it. Also, more fixing, by the way, so that does matter. Well, where are all the good cards? There are good ones here, like Sheevan Fire, and Relic Runner, and Weight of Memory, but they're not really anything we can reliably play in our deck. I think I am going to take the Weight of Memory, just because it has more of a chance of making it in our deck than any of this other stuff. We don't really want another Guardian. We may cut the one we already have. We're not going to splash for Sheevan Fire. Yeah, so we'll take Weight of Memory. Stuff is not loading. Thallid Omnivore. I don't really have any Saprolings for you. Do I want a third Mammoth Spider, though? I mean, this is good without Saprolings. Especially with Muldrotha, I guess. I don't think I want a third Mammoth Spider. At least not main board. I would play a third one in my sideboard. Yeah, we'll take the Omnivore. Grun. I think I'm cool with that. I mean, Howling Golem isn't bad, but Grun is a nice little 6-drop. It's also another historic card. I think we cut Guardians of Koilos at this point. And Cabal Paladin, actually, and we're probably not playing Weight of Memory either, just because, yeah. Cabal Paladin is to the point where I actually kind of like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's enough. Better than Yargle. Well, maybe we take this Yargle. It is another historic spell for our Self-Replicator and Paladin. Primordial Worm, like, you know, it's a fine 6-drop, but, yeah. Not. I mean, I think it's more likely Yargle makes the cut, I guess, because of our 2 cards that care about historic, than it is that Primordial Worm makes the cut when we have 2 better 6-drops in our deck. So, come on down, Yargle. So another Adventurous Impulse or a Stronghold Confessor. Don't think Demonic Vigor is where we want to go here. We have plenty of creatures. The Impulse can help us find our blue mana. We're probably only going to run 1 island in this thing, since we never really found anything else worth splashing, sadly. But Muldrotha is good enough reason, and the Lotus is good with anything with Kicker, which includes Grun and Baloth Corger and Crozen Druid, in addition to fixing. Yeah, I'll take the Confessor, I guess. Basically a 4-drop. The one Llanowar Scout we already have is probably getting cut, so you know, I don't think we take it, but I guess 1/3s are good things to have to side in. Probably a little more than this mediocre 6-drop, although it is historic. Okay, I'll take it. Don't think it'll make the cut, but I guess it could. Ooh, that's a nice late Broken Bond. Yeah, having a way to blow up instants and sorceries, instants and sorceries, artifacts and enchantments is good in this format. I think I move it to this, put it in the sideboard though. So we only have 1 enchantment that we're going to be getting back. Most of the time, I think we'll just get to play a creature from our graveyard every turn with Muldrotha, which is a good thing, but not gonna be. I mean, we could do Blood Tallow Candle shenanigans too. I need to cut 1 card, so I'm trying to figure out where that's going to come from. We probably could have gone 4 colors in the end after we picked up Gilded Lotus. Sentinel the Pearl Trident, what do you do for me? Not a lot, but I could see siding it in against someone who has like 1,000 removal spells or something. Relic Runner's nice to be here this late, but maybe I should have taken the Vigor, but you know, it's whatever. Run amok. This deck looks fun. I mean, It's a good deck for Replicator. It's a fine deck for Muldrotha. We could still consider going blue, by the way, instead of black, but our black pile is definitely better. I mean, it's not an excellent, you know, I don't think we did the best job picking our secondary color. Like, if we go blue, this is what we get. And then we would be splashing Eviscerate. That's not bad, actually. And then Weight of Memory, Deep Freezes, Relic Runner. Huh. So what we lose, really, is Knight of Malice. The other cards we cut aren't that great. Cabal Paladin is pretty good in this deck. But I'm kind of intrigued by the idea of going blue instead. Because we don't lose Eviscerate. We have plenty of fixing to splash 2 black cards. We gain Weight of Memory, which is going to be good with Muldrotha. That might have been... This might be the better way to go. We gain more removal, even though it's not amazing. Another possible win condition. And a way of getting cards into our graveyard. That does cut us to 12 creatures. And that is not irrelevant when we have Song of Freyalise. Okay. Well, yeah, I think the black is better. I think black-green's better. In the end. Yeah. Still need to cut 1 card, but thought that was worth looking at. And it's close. Closer than I thought it would be. If I'd thought about this earlier, probably would have picked up some different cards, picked up more blue stuff, but anywho, don't really know that we're desperate for an impulse in this deck. It does help us find our stronger cards, but so does Urza's Tome, and we have plenty of fixing for the blue, 1 blue card we're splashing. So I think that's probably where it goes away from. Yeah. All right, this looks fine to me. 10-6-1. I don't think that's right because we need the green. Oh no, it was, yeah. I think I might go 9-7-1. No, 10-6-1's right because we don't have anything we need to play early that's black other than Knight of Malice, really. So 10-6-1's fine, and we have fixing galore. So I think that looks good, and I'm excited to play with Muldrotha. I'll see you guys in the first match. All right, we are going into match 1, and this is an interesting hand. So we've only got green mana, but we can search up our black on turn 2. We're on the draw. I think this is a keep on the draw. On the play, I don't think I would, and we still may end up regretting it. But since we're getting an extra card and we have turn 1 Llanowar Elves, and in a worst case scenario we can play turn 2 Kavu, I think we keep. Okay, now we probably play, well, we do need to draw a land for it, but we probably play the Surveyor before we play Grow from the Ashes, just because we can kick this later. Land? Crap. Okay. Well, I think we just play the Blood Tallow Candle and attack with our elves. See if it gets Gideon's Reproach, and I really regret that. Nope, it does not. That's good. Play our candle and end our turn. That would be a like savage place to play Seal Away, for example. Like if they played it on that, they're like, "Oh, you're stuck on 1 land." Okay, well, not exactly concerned yet. Oh God. Well, I think we're gonna have to play an unkicked, untamed Kavu, which is less than ideal, but we're gonna do it. And end our turn. We just gotta hit that 3rd land, man. Then we're like good to go. We're in great shape if we can do it. Marwyn. She can get out of hand. Are you serious right now? Okay, so we're gonna attack with our Untamed Kavu and end our turn. Say there's like no way they double block. So they're going to have so much more mana than we are that I don't know how we can catch up, assuming they go off here. I mean, if they don't play anything scary, we still have time because it gives us turn to play the Surveyor. Ugh. No, that's not good. Yeah, that's pretty scary. I mean, you know, we can chump it, but only for so long with what we have. Oh, my God. Oh, man. So what do we discard here? I feel like the Paladin's probably the most useless. I mean, there's maybe it should just be Muldrotha, but I can't bring myself to do it. And not giving them the information we have Muldrotha could make a difference here. I mean, I can't believe how this went. I mean, I can, but it's pretty appalling. I think I'm just taking 10 here. Bring the 10. They seem surprised by that. Can they just kill me? No. But they can do even more damage. I would have killed the elves if I were them. But they may just have enough to kill me. Oh, cool. They have all these cards we have? Okay. We are done. That was an ugly game one where we were incredibly unlucky. It's like we were running like 2 lands in our deck or something. In reality, we have 17. Maybe we should have 18, but eh. Do we want Broken Bond? I don't really think we do. That hand was like 1 land away from being great. Skittering Surveyor, get a 3rd land. Grow from the Ashes, get a 4th land, and we're pretty much set. Hey, look at that. I think we keep this one. Although having a Song of Freyalise isn't super awesome here. I don't know that I'm actually going to play it on turn 2 just because we don't have much going on creature-wise in our hand. Yeah, I don't think I do. I could Grow from the Ashes, but I think waiting to do it is probably just better. We'll just attack for 1 here. We had turn 1 Llanowar Elves both games. If you told me I was going to do that both games, I'd have been like, oh, we probably won, huh? Our hands kind of had opposite problems. Our last one had too much action, and this one doesn't have a ton. It's obviously way better than the other one, the way things have turned out here. We've got removal, we've got ramp. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're going to play our Thallid Omnivore here. Now playing Song of Freyalise gets a little more interesting. I would like to be able to go even wider, but can only do so much. Yeah, we are a pretty weird black-green deck that has no Saprolings whatsoever. All right, are they 4 colors? Nah. Okay. All right, so I think we kick Grow from the Ashes here. Yeah. So we'll kick our Grow from the Ashes. Get our 1 island and a swamp, I guess. Yeah. And if we'd gotten Song of Freyalise, we could play it too. Maybe that's what I should have done, but I want 1 more creature in play. Maybe I'm too greedy, but all right, get them to 16 and we end our turn. Wow, they're having not a very good start. Okay, now things are getting interesting. So we're going to play our Paladin. Then we're going to play Song of Freyalise. I guess leaving up 1 black bluffs more things. I guess we're leaving up a bunch of mana, though, potentially anyway. So that drops them to 14. Our creatures now can add mana of any color, which doesn't matter much for us right now. And we'll attack. I think we might as well just get in there with our elves. If they kill it, I don't know that I care a whole lot. Spore Swarm, okay. Well, they are going to kill our elves. They can't really kill my Omnivore, so yeah. I'm guessing they, yeah. So there's no reason to use this mana now, so I'm not going to. There may be a reason to use it on their turn, so. All right. End our turn. So we could have sacrificed that and made this a 5/5, but because they blocked it, it didn't really matter. Probably have Grun, but we can just kill him this time. Now, Skin Witch, that's... In some ways that's worse, in some ways it's better. Losing our 1 kill spell is kind of a problem. We need to draw some gas here with all the mana we have. Muldrotha? Nope. Muldrotha would have been nice. So our Omnivore is going to attack. Yeah, if we could have played one more creature here, it would have been great, but we're still not in bad shape here. Hold on to this land, maybe get them to kick another Skin Witch if they have another one. Now it's time for a scary creature, now that they've taken away my removal. Well, we did it. We got them to play another Skin Witch when it doesn't actually accomplish much. So, except if we play Muldrotha, we'll be able to get a land back. That's our big... There's our Skin Witch. Hello. Right. Well, we get free attacks here. I'm going to play the Skin Witch first. Yeah. How do you like it? They're going to discard an enchantment they can get back with Tragic Poet or something. Nope. All right, so we get a free attack here with evasive large creatures. So they got to block, actually. If they don't at least block something, I can just kill them with Thallid Omnivore's ability. Okay, so that, yeah. We will just get in for a lot instead of a ton. All right. We're both in top deck mode, and our board position is considerably better. So I like the way things are looking. Okay, that is a sort of big creature. So if we can attack with our Omnivore... So, I kind of like the idea of attacking with the Paladin and the Omnivore here. I think that's what I do. They're both lethal, basically, so they both have to be blocked. They can trade a lot easier with the Paladin, but... And probably a Saproling blocks the Omnivore. Yeah, so we'll kill both of those, and then we'll play... We do lose a creature, but we have another... sizable creature to back him up. Now, if we draw like three historic cards in a row, we're going to regret that, but I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, good. Isn't that good? Oh, thank you. That will be fun. Okay. So I guess we just attack with our Omnivore here. Maybe I'll play Muldrotha first. This game's going to be interesting. I can play the Llanowar Elves immediately. 7 mana, yeah. Of course, yeah, let's just play Muldrotha. I'm actually not going to play the Llanowar Elves right away. I can actually play a Swamp, too. Oh, that's interesting. So we could set up another Song of Freyalise turn in the future. So let's play this Swamp now. And attack with our Omnivore, who they'll undoubtedly just chump block. I wish he had Trample now, but what are you going to do? Yeah. So Shalai can make their board bigger, but now I'm going to go Song of Freyalise. Yeah. And they scoop. All right, well, Muldrotha did what she needed to that game. Still don't think we bring in Broken Bond. So, yeah. That was a fun one. We have to do more of that and less of what we did in game 1. Okay, this is fine. Come on. Lana Warehouse on turn 1. Nope. I think we do go ahead and play the Candle. It's tempting to say, like, let's wait till we play our Paladin, but it's not really worth it. I'm not even sure our Paladin will survive long enough for that to matter. All right, we got nothing. On turn 3, 4, and 5, we can do things, though. Let's see if they actually get to ramp here. No, their own Song of Freyalise. Maybe I should have brought in Broken Bond? Maybe. Okay. Oh, that was strange. Okay. I'm not actually tapping my mana. There we go. All right. So player Druid. What's going on here, mana? There we go. This isn't great. I mean, this is sort of the ideal thing to do with Song of Freyalise, is to be able to go wide, play more creatures, and then when it does chapter 3, they're going to have like 4 creatures in play. And that is a real possibility. And might even be more if it's Saproling Migration. And it is. That's fun. We did get Muldrotha. Oh, I see what's happening here. My main phase, first main phase, I accidentally... Luckily, it doesn't matter right now, but that could have mattered later. But it's not looking great for us, staring down Song of Freyalise this turn. I can tell you that. Everything gets bigger, and they get a free swing, just like we did earlier. We can play Muldrotha soon. I kind of still feel like taking 12 here, but maybe... Stupid Song of Freyalise. I actually don't have to take 12 here because I can block this. Take 10. We'll take 10. Sure. Hoping they're out of gas. That's when I... Oh, God. I forgot about... Yeah, Tragic Poet plus Song of Freyalise is jacked up. That is not good news. I think we lose. Probably going to freaking ramp into something ridiculous, too. That is a gross combo. Okay, well, that is luckily not too crazy. We're just going to discard a couple lands. But I think we're probably dead in another turn or so. Yeah, we'll play our Lotus here. Drops them to 18. Song of Freyalise, you turned on me. I doubt they bounce it here. Their whole deck is basically... I wonder if they've got like 2 first pick Song of Freyalises and just... Wow, why would you not attack there? Because you just want to wait till you can really destroy me? Yeah, too bad I don't have Broken Bond, huh? We're going to play Muldrotha again. Just, it's a moral victory, you know. But yeah, we're basically dead. Not basically, we are dead. Yeah. So Song of Freyalise determined literally every game in this match. That's how good of a card it is. And yeah, we are dead. We did get to Muldrotha both games, but the third game when we did it wasn't so great. So, okay, no, not on track for a trophy this time. It's been a little while since I haven't started 2-0 in one that I recorded, so it's a little bit of a letdown, but I think our deck is pretty good. We just ran into Song of Freyalise and silliness with it. We could have beaten one Song Freyalise in that game. At least we had a chance to beat it, but 2 was too much. All right, match 2. We would like to play first. It's not a great hand. We're on the play. I think I probably mulligan it. Ugh. This has kind of been our problem. We've been getting weird hands like this one. I'm just going to put that on the bottom. Sure, I could have played it on turn 1, but I'd rather draw like a more relevant permanent. We've been getting, I mean, so far we've only played 3 games, to be fair, but we've had 3 hands that were all sort of had one problem or another, and this one's problem is that we don't have anything except mana, basically. In game 1 of the last match, we were stuck on Forest and Llanowar Elves for the entire game, as I'm sure you saw. Okay, that makes things a little better. A lot better, honestly. I don't think we bother with Grow from the Ashes yet. Maybe we do. We should, actually. There's no I mean, we need the island at some point, right? So, when we have plenty of mana, there's no reason we really need to kick it. So, we definitely play the Gorger. I mean, if our opponent does absolutely nothing, which is possible, I might play the Lotus first and then play the kicked Gorger next turn. But that seems pretty greedy, right? But it is something I'm considering if they can't do anything here. I'm sure they can, though. Oh, maybe not. Are we going to go greedy here? I think we might. Let's do it. No pressure on us. Let's take advantage. We could have put some pressure on them with our Gorger, but I don't think it was worth it. Especially when we can play it kicked now, which is definitely more pressure. Granted, they are blue-white, which means they have 1,000 removal spells, probably, that can kill a Baloth Gorger. Uh, 3, 5, 7, 8. Yes, cast with kicker. It's funny, too, because our deck doesn't actually have that many cards that are just mana, right? We have our Lotus and our Grow from the Ashes, and that's about it. But it's, yeah, that's annoying because they can double block and kill it. Looks like they're just going to try to race us, though. Please don't give me a land. My God. Game 1, you'd think we had no lands in our deck. Now you'd think we had 30 of them. Game 1 of our first match, I should say. This might just be a quick 0-2, which would be really depressing for how excited I was to play Muldrotha. But, right, well. Oh no. Not our lands. Going to attack us for 3 in the air again. For now, I don't think we want to try to get into a race. Saltiness is on the rise here. The amount of sodium in my system is accumulating. Oh, good. Now they're going to tap down our 1 creature. Yeah, they are. Well, I think we're basically dead, everybody. That drops us to 4, right? Yeah, that's not going to save us. All right. That was fun. By fun, you mean awful? Okay. I do blame myself a little because I probably should have brought in Broken Bond, although it wouldn't have mattered that much in that last game. If I drew it at the exact right time, it would have, but in that last match, I mean. So we saw the 1 Jousting Lance. We also saw another card that indicates historic cards are probable, and our opponent is also playing black-white. Maybe we bring it in. Doesn't seem like a slam dunk to me, though. So I think I'm going to leave it out for now. Let's see if we can not have any issues. Yes, I would like to play first. Where's the black mana, man? Okay. Do we keep this one? I don't think we can. Although our opponent's deck isn't exactly fast. But I still don't think we can. We're gonna mulligan. Okay, this one's appealing. We can do something on turn 2, we can do something on turn 3. We have all our colors. I like it. It's looking promising to me. I will put you on the bottom, though. I don't really think I need to draw more lands right now. Not in a hand with Growth from the Ashes and Urza's Tome. I mean, Urza's Tome less directly helps me find more mana. And Juggernaut. There's some kids playing out in the street near, and my office window is near the street, and my dog isn't happy about it. Turn 2 Skin Witch. That seems kind of weird, but like, especially because I'm not presenting a threat to them, but that's cool. Okay, so let's play our Druid. I mean, it can block at least. We can play Juggernaut next turn, which could be nice. Knight of Malice. Okay. I think Juggernaut's probably still better to play than the Omnivore. If we play no, never mind. If they play something white, though, this will be a 3-2 with first strike, which will be a real problem. We can't block that, and it can just kill my Juggernaut in combat. I should have thought about that. And there's some white stuff. Yeah, that's not good. Juggernaut's just going to die. Ugh, I'm disappointed in myself. I guess I'll attack with him. Don't not like I have a choice. And then play Thallid Omnivore. Does mean I can use it later to draw extra cards. Yeah. Good times. And we'll play the Omnivore and end our turn. Still have decent blocks. I mean, the Knight of Malice can get through, but I'm not especially concerned about that. Jousting Lands. Sure, give something else first strike. What the hell? It's not looking promising for our Muldrotha silliness deck. Yeah, put it on one of those. Now there's 2 creatures I can't really block, and we go to 13. We can play our Mammoth Spider, who can block them. If we draw land. If we don't draw land, and of course we don't. And we can't actually, oh yeah, we can. We can use Eviscerate on that. Do we? Or is it better to kill the thing? I think it's probably better to kill this. So that's what we'll do. And I'll end the turn. It's better on its own is the way I was thinking there. Probably play a Skin Witch here that actually makes me want to gouge my eyes out. So, no, just another Jousting Lance. Good. Our Mammoth Spider will be able to block. But that may not be enough. And we still need to draw a 5th land for it. And we're not going to. We've seen how this draft has gone. Okay, we are going to get a 5th land. It's just going to be a little slow. We do have a chump blocker now. So that's not terrible. We'll get a swamp. We'll play a swamp. And we'll end our turn. I can actually chump one with Skittering Surveyor and block the other with Thallid Omnivore and then use this ability, which isn't bad. Okay. Them not contributing to the board here is a good sign for us. Though if they find a removal spell with this, it will not be. An instant speed removal spell is Thallid Omnivore's worst nightmare, basically. So, because, well, it won't matter that much here. I mean, if they have a removal spell, it'll matter, but they won't be able to blow us out or anything because we're kind of screwed either way. Do you attack? You do. All right, so let's do this. I think we have to hope this works. If it doesn't work, we're pretty much dead. And if we took that, we are also pretty much dead. So see what they have here. Gideon's Reproach. Lots of things really make me sad here. We're not completely dead if that's what they have, but we really don't want them to have something. Though, if they're attacking me, I feel like they almost definitely had something. They wouldn't have attacked if they didn't have a way to screw me over here like that. And they do. So we don't take any damage at least. And we do still have a couple turns to try to get something going here. Our spider can obviously block them, and we have to chump the other one, but whatever. If they attack again, it's not a good sign. Okay, they do. They probably have another trick or removal spell. We have to block them both. Wow. A little surprised by that. Okay, and going wide is effective, especially if I draw a land here. And we will, and we do. We can loot, and I guess that's what we're gonna do here. Why do I not have a fifth freaking land? So are we dead? Not quite actually, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Oh, we don't want to do it with the kicker, just kidding. This may be like my shortest and most pitiful draft video ever. Although I don't think our deck was bad. You can tell me if I'm wrong. We'll get a swamp. We can bluff more with the swamp. But so what they're probably going to do is put the lance here, attack with everything, and drop me to 1. I have to block the huge creature. So that's what makes the most sense for them to do. And I lose. Oh, that's not what they do. Is that because I'm dead either way? Yes, that is why. Yeah, there's no way for me to win. Yeah, that was not a good time. In a very short video, like what did this take? 13 minutes, and this took 11. So, short video this week. I think our deck was sweet. It was fun to draft, and it was fun to play one time in our 5 games. But, you know, those things happen. So, see you guys in the next draft video.